All right, so now we're going to show you how we got
to this point. Plus, we're going to show who won this book, so stay to the end.
Let's do it. $9 to 10 million tons of furniture are treated as trash in the US every year.
You want to see what furniture should look like? You're in the right place. This series is for the creative viewer looking for inspiration.
Great find. It was going to be in a landfill.
Oh, I know.
And now it's going to be in your house.
Horrible, man.
Yeah.
You're going to throw it in the trash. We are transforming rejected furniture into one-of-a-kind pieces.
So watch this father and son team come up with ideas you've probably never even thought about.
Okay, so what I did is I reinforced the center here because you don't want to have these long expanses of webbing without a center support. In fact, the factory puts a rail right there so you can support it. I just went over top of their support and put another one there. So, another thing, you don't have to web or blanket the whole entire bottom. You can just go over top of your coil springs. Be perfectly fine. If you want to do the whole thing, go ahead, but it's really not all that necessary. But by the way, Grant, I need to stop because I cannot encase the wires here.
Yeah, that would be a problem, wouldn't it?
It definitely will be a problem.
Okay, so since you can't keep moving forward, I guess we should go ahead and start working on the back rails, which I've already started on. So I've gotten obviously the center back rail out, and I'm trying to get the miter saw at the correct angle for that back rail because it has to kick back. So it's not a complete 90. Obviously the back slopes, so I need to find out what that angle is. Simple way of doing that, if you don't know, is just to take your miter saw, loosen up the back so you can pivot it, you know, side to side at an angle, and then get the blade up against the actual angle that you're trying to cut the previous board, the center board that's in there, and then make sure that the blade is at that same angle by putting it up against the wood. So it's pretty simple. Just match up the two angles and you're good.
Yeah, so the tilt in the back and then tighten it down and then you're good to go.
Start chopping.
But now earlier you looked and one was a little bit longer.
Yeah, that was another thing. So one thing that we did with this back is we were trying to figure out how we're going to attach what we wanted to be a surprise, and it still is, because there's something else that we're leaving out that you're going to see at the end after this whole thing is finished, is we're going to be putting neon lights, or actually not neon, they're LED lights in here. So you guys can see this real quick. See? So you got these cool LED lights. They're powered by DC. They're only 12 volts, and they're going to be going on the inside, but we wanted to shine outwards. So
we were going to put some Mylar back there.
We were going to put some Mylar back there, but then we realized what? It's going to sound
like a potato chip bag.
Yeah, it's going to sound terrible. It's all crinkly inside there.
The flexing of the springs here.
Exactly. So we scratched that idea. We decided too that we might want to do a circle, because obviously this thing is flexible, which is awesome. So if we could do a circle.
We have another one in the inside, which is cool.
But it wasn't working for what we needed. So what we decided to do is instead take out the middle brace and put two braces on the side.
And you said one of them was a little bit longer, so when you do that angle of the saw, you're going to have to make sure that it's going to fit, because if not, you're going to have a huge gap.
Right, because I could easily just cut it to be the exact same size as the middle, but that would not work because, like you said, one's longer than the other. So what you need to do is do one angle, set it up inside there, and then mark with a pencil at the bottom right here. So let's just say you put the nice cut edge that you just cut right at the top here. Now you can mark at the bottom with a long piece of wood, and then you can cut at that mark.
Perfect.
So it makes it a lot simpler. So we're going to move on to that, but the only thing that we're running into right now is how we're going to attach these lights to this rail. You see what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So
we're going to, I don't know, we'll be back. We'll figure something out and then show you how we're going to do the light, because you're right, we don't have anything that we can just pick off a shelf.
No.
So we're going to
have to build something.
Rig it up.
Rig it up. I prefer build. No.
Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so I had to trim off a little bit more of the angle just to get it right. So let's see how it turns out.
Okay.
Let's see how this one fits.
So you did a good job.
Okay, let's do it like this.
No, mine's nice and tight, man.
Now, funny thing is, sometimes, and you well know this from construction, you put one in, And you take the other one, put that one in, and it loosens up your first one.
Yeah, it pulls the board up. But it looks great. You did a great job.
I did a little mark right here just to help me out because the angles are different. If you flip around the board, obviously it's not going to work. So now we need to just start discussing putting the lights in, because if we want the lights to be facing the middle of this, then we're going to be running into a problem of how to attach them to the board, because obviously I can't take these and staple right into there.
Right.
That's going to be a problem.
Yeah, that is. So we want them facing this direction. Wait, what's way?
Yeah, so the light comes out this one.
Okay, right there, right on the end?
Exactly.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So they have to be facing this way, and like you said, we can't staple, and they're long.
They are long.
So a little too long, even if I double it.
Double it. What if we tripled it?
Like that?
That's quadrupled.
Oh.
Like here.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like
yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right, that's pretty cool. If
that
I
works.
Can never get it. Well, you get the idea here.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sit there and just laugh at me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say it like that? Yeah, now take over. There you go,
Yeah,
pal.
I did it.
Yeah,
Don't worry
nice
about it. No,
right,
yeah, so something like that. Okay? And that looks to be about the same thickness of the board.
Okay.
Right? What do you think? So maybe something like that?
It is the same thickness. It's perfect, actually.
All right, let me pull this out.
Sweet. That's really cool.
So same thickness of the board. So if we had something that went over top of it, so went from this side over top of the actual LEDs, we might have something here.
Like duct tape.
Exactly.
We just cover it completely in duct tape.
Hey, we said rig it up, right?
Right.
We're not building this thing. Yeah. No. So we'll find some kind of material maybe that runs over it. It can't be too thick because obviously we're still running with the outside back. And if there is a lump, that's going to be a problem, and it can't go too far back. So we got some criteria we got to work through.
Yeah, we do. All right, well, let's get to that. We'll see what we can figure out how to attach those lights. It's cool it worked out, the 3/4.
I know. Perfect.
That's really cool. Okay.
Excellent. And this board fits perfectly, and I have it upside down, but that's okay.
Sometimes a blind squirrel finds a nut.
Sometimes. See, I told you. Sometimes it loosens up.
Yeah, you're right. It's good. We'll put some braces on there.
There, whatever. You guys get the point. Okay, so Dad and I went ahead and discussed what we want to do to keep the LED lights in place on the rail. And what we came up with is using this 1/4 inch birch. Now this is a very thin, obviously it's a 1/4 inch plywood that you can use. It's like a veneer almost. And this will go on the sides of the rail to hold it in place. Now, the actual LED strip is only 3/8 of an inch thick, not including this almost transparent part of the LED. Obviously, that's where the light comes through. But this white part is 3/8 of an inch thick. So we only need 3/8 hanging over the rail for this to fit in nice and snug. We're still gonna need to glue the LED strip in there, just saying. So we're still gonna need to do that. But I need to have, again, a board that's 3/8 of an inch longer to hold these LEDs in. And that's what I'm doing right now. I've got my jig set up, or this little rig as it were, set up to cut down this birch to the desired length. So what I'm going to do is take my utility knife, score it as deep as possible. I could, and you might be thinking this, why don't you just use a table saw? Could definitely use that. I don't want to take it out, number one, and number two, it's a little bit more dangerous because it is such a thin board. I don't want this thing kicking up on me or me getting too close not knowing it, because this board does bend a good amount. So if it's bending up, I could push down and push my finger down into the saw blade, and that's not going to be a good day. So let's go ahead and start scoring. I'm going to score it, break it on the edge of the table, do the next one, and then you're going to see it over at the Loveseat. right, friends, so this thing's ready to go.
You did a great job, man.
Thank you.
So you just came up with that.
Yeah.
That's pretty clever, man.
Thank you.
It really is.
Sometimes I have a good idea.
Yeah, you do.
Only sometimes.
That's true.
All right, so with this one, obviously it fits in quite snug. The lights are not going anywhere. The only thing is, I mean, if something happens, you know, they drop it down a stairwell or something, the lights could come loose. So
Hopefully not doing that.
hopefully not doing that, but the lights could come loose. They have
They
more
throw it
problems.
off their balcony.
They throw it off their
It's gonna be a
balconies.
problem.
It's going to be a problem. We don't want these lights coming loose. If they
Right.
break a leg, who cares?
Yeah.
But no,
So we'll go ahead and glue them.
we're going to glue them. Exactly.
We're going to use foam glue.
Yeah.
Okay, we try to use what we have. It's sticky.
'Cause we're
It's gonna
cheap.
stick. Yeah, exactly. And it's, well, we need to be.
And we need to, yeah.
So it's going to stick. It's going to be fine. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. So this thing, let's see, got the angle this way, so it's slanting a little bit towards you, and it's slanting a little bit towards there. And we'll see what
I had to
happens.
mark this one. I put the wire. We want the wire to be on the bottom. When
Yes.
this thing's upright.
Yes.
And then I also put, I'm going to put right on this side.
Okay.
Okay, because we're going to take this out and glue it. When we take it out and glue it, we don't want to get confused as to where we need to put the wire.
Exactly. And look at that. It's perfect fit.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's perfect.
So this one's going to be considered the left. We always go by sitting into the furniture.
Correct.
And then we're going to put wire here. Okay?
Exactly.
All right.
So we got the left one and the right one done. These both need to dry. We need to do the foam glue, but the foam glue does not take very long to dry at all. So we can do that tomorrow when we come back. And you know
Oh,
what?
you're going to do the foam glue tomorrow?
We can do it tomorrow or tonight.
No, I'll do it tonight.
All right, we're going to do it
It'll
tonight.
sit up really well. What were you going to say?
Speaking of foam, if you guys want to help out our channel, go ahead and check out this quick little ad. It's about our foam company at ucprivatecourses.com. It's where we cut out custom foam for you guys so you can replace those for your seat cushions, whether they're L, T's, or just regular squares. It's really simple,
Easy.
really fast. It lasts for a very long time. We have a 10-year warranty. So,
And
you know,
deliver straight to your door, so it doesn't get much easier.
yeah, it's already cut. It's got the Decor wrap, everything ready to go. So if you'd like to help out our channel, that's the best way to do it.
It's a big help.
It really is.
So now we got to run the wires over here.
Yeah,
but
that's
we're gonna
bright.
glue these. We need to join these together so the other side lights up.
Yeah,
And I think that's it.
perfect.
You did a good job, man.
Thank you, man.
You really did.
So let's cook up that foam glue
Okay.
and start
I'm going
gluing.
to pull this one out. Okay.
There you go. Let it get tacky for a second.
Yep. And the wire's got to go that direction. That's why we put the wires right there, just so we know. I didn't want to get confused. Put it upside down.
Mm-hmm. Let me pop this. It's almost like a little lightsaber.
I'm going to drop it in there. And we also need to allow some room because we're going to attach this with L brackets. So
Right.
we can't put it on the end. We can't put it on, I don't know, I hope they can see that.
Yeah, so it's not going to be in the exact middle, or it is going to be in the exact
The
middle.
light is.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So we can't put it, the light down at the end. We need some room for L brackets.
Don't listen to me, listen to him.
That's funny. No, that stuff's sticky, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is perfect. Look at that.
Cool.
It is perfect.
Wire.
I'm trying to push it on the sides too. Mine's not really sticking too much to the wall. You know,
Okay.
we could do wedge something. Let's wedge down some of this plywood in there.
Or would you like, tell you what, don't
What?
do that.
Why not?
Get some tack strip,
Tack strip.
cardboard tack strip.
So what we're trying to do is we're just trying to make sure that the lights go against the walls here, because we did spray some glue on there. I think even if we didn't, it'd still be fine.
It'd be
It
fine.
ain't going anywhere.
We get picky.
So we're going to wedge something down in there so
Here.
it presses against the wall.
Yours is probably drying already, so.
Can you come here? Yeah. Thanks, man. Right there. So that's 3 strips of cardboard. I'm liking this. I love it.
Nice.
I actually like the cardboard in the middle.
I do too.
It looks kind of
So you did 3 on one side. I did it in between
Oh, now it's not even uniformed. I did it all on one side, man.
That's hilarious.
You can like it better, don't you?
No, I kind of like this better.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that looks, I like
Cool.
it. I like it even.
Who cares?
Let's let these things dry.
So now we're gonna come back tomorrow
Yep.
and finish up. Wait, we got to put the Mylar on.
Yeah, we will be doing that.
Why don't
But
we just do it now? Seriously.
because it's late.
True. But we say 18 inches apart.
Yeah, but we want to make sure.
All right, we'll do it tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, so the next step that we have to do is actually attach these rails to the back. How we're going to do that with some L brackets, right?
Yep. Got
Okay,
them right
excellent.
here. Some larger ones for the somewhere down here at the bottom, and
Right.
smaller ones for the inside.
Because with the inside, we're obviously running into the light, so we need smaller ones so they won't hit the lights, and that would be a problem. And the top with the same thing, but on the other side of the top, we have another L bracket, which is actually used for this piece and this piece, connecting the two together.
That's from the factory.
Exactly. So that's in our way. We can't do that. It's all going to be glued. It's going to be screwed down, so everything's going to be fine. Mm-hmm. Would you like to brad nail it too in place before we put in the brackets?
Nah, I think it's fine.
Okay.
I mean, it may not, move much, so it should be fine. I mean, it's kind of tight, so
Right.
you brad nail it if it's like really loose and waving back and forth.
That would be a problem. Okay, so let's go ahead and just do a few pre-drills for where this is going to go.
And we think this is going to split if we don't pre-drill it. I don't know how deep that drill is. That bit, you gotta be careful we don't hit the lights.
True. No, it won't hit because the last staples right here aren't near the lights. So what I'm going to do is switch over and do that side real quick. And then we can start putting in.
I'm gonna pull this out and put some glue on there then.
Sounds good. So once we get one of these L brackets in, it'll keep it stabilized while we put the other ones on.
Get the glue. Yeah, that's pretty level.
Okay. So it's not completely tight, but this way I can just hinge it over to where you need it to be. Okay, and I'll switch with you so you can start gluing this one.
Okay.
That one's ready to go?
That one's ready.
Excellent.
All right.
So after I put these in, we'll do the exact same thing for the top and for the inside, right here and right here. Is that too far back to you?
That's fine.
All right. So there we go.
All right, looks really sturdy. So the next thing is the wiring.
Yes.
So let me get all this stuff out of the way here.
So what we need to do is there's two ways of wiring things. There's one which is parallel and the other one's series. In this case, I believe this is parallel because it's actually taking more amps than it is volts. If you run it with volts, which is series, then you're running it with 24 volts instead of 12, which that's a lot of volts.
Yeah,
so
we don't have that.
we do not. All right, so I finished with the wiring of the lights.
Yeah, you did a fine job. Fine job. Looks really good, man.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Stapled it down just so they don't move around, and just for aesthetics wise, but so you guys can see what it looks like with the lights on. Here's a switch.
That's nice. That's really nice.
Right,
Really
so if I
cool.
wire it the other way, it wouldn't turn on because we need 24 volts instead of 12. This way we only need 12. And that's it. All right, so as mentioned before, we have our contest winner, right?
Right, we got 6 people in here.
Yeah, 6 people got it right. So that's not everybody who entered. Thank you for entering.
Yes.
Please enter again when we have another contest. But the 6 people who got it right is Gloria, May, Carlos, Jelly Beans, Bud, Abby, and Daniel. So congratulations to you guys.
Nicely done. Now that was how many feet was
Right,
the
for
decorative
the decorative
nails.
So
Right.
it turned out to be 24.5 feet. So if you answered D, which these people did, you were correct.
Right, so let's shoot someone out, okay?
All right,
Whoever that was, won.
let's find out.
15, really?
Congratulations, Gloria.
Awesome, okay, thank
Yeah.
you very much. So you're gonna get this book, Handmade Modern?
Yep, it's by Todd Oldham. It's a really cool book, 52 ideas for crafts that you can do at home.
Absolutely, so thanks for entering and we appreciate it.
Definitely.
All right.